Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to have you back. We're at Ramadan 2025. I hope you're well and your families are well, and I'm hoping also you're having a great Ramadan, of course. Ramadan Mubarak. This episode is a bit different for the simple reason that it's Ramadan. And Ramadan as a priority. This year, going to Ramadan, this is my 10th year that I'm a Muslim now, alhamdulillah. And I must say, I once took the Shahada, but this year is different. It's totally different. I'm in Marrakesh nowadays, and it feels like I took a new Shahada. New levels of understanding of Islam, and I'm grateful for it. It's going into Islam. You might not know exactly what to expect, and that certainly was for me. To be honest, when I went for Shahada, I didn't even know I had to make 5 prayers a day, but it's okay. But more on that on the other episode. This year, the understanding of Islam has brought me again to understanding how worshipping actually works, and how we should prioritize actually, our death. And understanding this doesn't mean you need to be depressed about it, because actually death is a beautiful thing. And to be specific, I'm from Ghana, and do you know that in Ghana, if you die, they throw a big party because you're relieved of this worldly life. So I had to remember this, and in Islam, it has a similar background. Death has a different meaning, and we should be conscious of death, and it actually should put a smile on your face. There are certain sayings about the death which I can't remember by heart right now, but this should motivate you, and it's a different kind of motivation, but it certainly is the most important if you are a Muslim. And I'm trying to get my head around it, how to use this in my advantage, and how to give this a new level of iman. So this is my Ramadan. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and as I said, follow me on my journey, and see how this evolves. And what I'm going to talk about today is the 5 biggest misunderstandings about Morocco. And I hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you soon. And keep going for Taraweeh. All right? Salam alaikum. Enjoy the video. Okay. Mistake number 1, corruption. That's a nice one, because I have been in Morocco, let's say, many years ago, and I believe the first time was around 2015, so about 10 years ago. And to be honest, back then there was some corruption going on, but as you can see around the world, these countries are fighting corruption. And the funny thing is that here in Morocco, I think I think the king sent an email to the police officers, and they all got to read it, or they were forced to read it. Because subhanallah, it's gone. If I roll here, I have no problem. They only stop me if I've really done something, you know. And so no, there's no corruption, at least in the streets with the police officers. So I'm even more worried of getting stopped in Holland than here in Morocco. And I must say it's less in Holland nowadays. I don't know why, but in the past it was, whew, you know. Anyway, here in Morocco I won't get stopped for any reason, even if I'm driving with European plates. You know, you're easy to recognize, and they don't stop you for just, you know, let's see if we can squeeze something out of this guy. No, I don't have that problem anymore. So I think Morocco has done a great job in improving that. And I think, it's hospitality, you know. We are here trying to, you know, contribute something. Of course, we're getting something out of it, but we're spending our money here and try to be part of the country in a certain way. So why not get a fair treatment, you know? And one of the main reasons of improvement for many countries around the world has to do with hospitality. You know, I mean, if you look like places at Dubai and Bali and all these places that are becoming more interested now, the first thing they improve is hospitality. So if you got that covered, you know, yeah, we're all humans, you know, we tend to float towards quality. So hospitality is, of course, the main thing you should work on if you want to attract people from abroad. You know, I've mentioned Bali, Dubai. What other places are well known for hospitality nowadays? Turkey, and the DNA of these, you know, non-Western countries is built on hospitality. So it's, to me, it's no surprise that we're on the come up, you know, and the Western media is, because people see on their trips and on their holidays that Muslims and other non-Western countries, we thrive on hospitality and being open, you know, and this is the very thing that attracts people abroad to coming to these places and having a good time, you know, instead of boxing the unknown BS. Anyway, corruption not existent in the streets, and of course there might be places there is, and I'm sure people in the comments will point that out. You're very welcome. But in the streets you have no problem here, you know, you won't be harassed, and it's just a safe and hospitable environment, inshallah. So I've been asked in the comments, is Morocco a racist country? Well, you can see my complexion. Well, you know, no. The thing is that if you are living here as a black man, many Moroccans are black themselves, you know, and dark skin is common here on the streets, you know. So no, there's no racism here, hardly any. Funny thing that you should know is that I've experienced racism from Moroccans, but it was back in Holland, you know, and I don't know why that is, but there certainly are some racist Moroccans, you know, as there are racist Chinese, so let's not go that way, but yeah, I have experienced racism from Moroccans, but not here in Morocco, in Holland, of all places. And I myself, I think it has to do with if you reside in a pressure cooker, you know. I think all these bills that stack up, you know, might make you think, hey man, what's up with that guy, you know. I think that if you're in a pressure cooker, then your emotions are in a different setting, and I think that's the reason why it comes out there and not here. It's very funny, very strange, but I don't know why, but there's hardly any racism here. The kind of racism there is here is a financial racism, because they can obviously tell if you're from here, if you're a local, or you're from abroad. And I experienced that even in my own home country, Ghana. Prices go up and the smiles become bigger. You know what I mean? So no, you shouldn't think about racism here. It all has to do with economics here. Is there any practical use in giving him or her a different treatment? So you shouldn't worry about that. Another common mistake about Morocco, that it's not a modern country and the infrastructure is bad roads and all this stuff. Well, I have been showing some footage already from the highways, and they are impeccable. They are great, and that's one of the main things I noticed when I came here, making a trip throughout the country, is that the roads are truly fantastic. It's at least European level or even better. And I'm not talking about the secondary roads or the tertiary roads. There you might find some some potholes, but even that is not too bad, I must say. I'm from Ghana, and in Ghana I've really experienced that you are on a good road and all of a sudden there's like a pothole, like a little pool. That's dangerous if you're not expecting it. But here, if there is a bad road, you have seen it by entering that road. They say that either one good summer or one nasty grandson can end a family fortune. But wealth is generational. Well, the thing is, there's a common belief that Morocco is a poor country. Dig into that. I mean, most of the homeowners in Europe, the homes are owned by the bank, and even if you own the home, it's heavily taxed. So are you really that free? The entry level of ownership is lower here, so that means you can reach a point much quicker wherein you don't have the pressure of producing that amount of money every month. And well, you can understand what that will do to your sleep at night. So are you looking for wealth in a way that you want to drive Lamborghinis and Audis, or are you looking for a wealth that makes sure that the pressure on you and your family is lower, and in a way that's also lasting? Because if you own a home here, it's yours, the land is yours, and it's set. So let's say you possess property and you can pass it on to your kids. To me, that's the smartest thing you could do, inshallah, because how many years did we go to fight and conquer the loans that we took on in the West? So if you can make this improvement for your future generation and they can pass it on with the right mindset and teachings, isn't that the best thing that you can do? Isn't that the best way you can also set them free for ibadah? Because it takes less time for them to spend on somebody else's project. If you look at wealth, is it achieved by having a lot of shiny stuff, or is it achieved by just being in possession of the good with no responsibility to someone else? That's wealth to me. Independence. They say that Morocco is an unorganized country. Well, I wouldn't say that. Look, one of the things I love about being in Holland is that if I needed to do something, I could go online and check out what I wanted to do, of course, and how much it would take, what time I needed to be there, who I needed to see, which documents to bring, all sorts of things. So you could plan your day. You would know what you could expect going into that thing. And okay, that thing is different here, but it's not unorganized. The thing is that if you go into a situation here, of course you can't check it out online always, but it is organized. There is a system to it, and you will get help. Although there are always some variable parts, including sometimes ego and character, but this is Africa. It's different dynamics. Don't expect the same. And what a lot of people also tend to forget is that, look, Moroccans are practical. It gets fixed when it's spoiled, or when it's broken, or when it needs to be solved. And one of the biggest annoyance of Europe is that everything has been thought out. There's so much that you actually get annoyed by it. And this annoyance is oftenly forgotten. So many things have been thought out and put rules on it that it's almost like you're treated like a baby. And this is the other side of this organization, and it's so organized that people are seeing it now as a sort of authoritarian kind of style. And this is the major difference of why people are feeling attracted to go in countries like Morocco nowadays. So you should accept the different dynamics you're going for, because that's also the part of the joy you're looking for. And what I love here is that things get solved. They won't leave you hanging. There might be some ego, there might be some flavor to it, but put a smile on your face and try to stay positive. And one of the things I love is, for instance, if we go fly on the airport. In Morocco, there's always a queue for families. If you got small kids, 2, 3 years old, or babies, they'll make a extra queue for you, and they'll give you priority. Because they know small kids, they don't have the patience. They're like, come on, man, let's move on. And that's understandable. Same with seniors. They understand these things and they honor it. And that's part of the charm, and also part of the hospitality. So, understand that you're coming to a different environment with a different dynamics. And it's not always good to coin it as, it's an unorganized country and, it's corrupt. No, it's not that way. It's organized differently. And, you gotta love it. It's part of the joy of being here. And the thick layer of organization is a little bit thick. It's a bit thinner here, and that's what you're choosing for, And Moroccans in general, they like to handle it when it's there, and there are solutions, People here, they got solutions. So don't feel like, oh, when I go there, I'll be stuck with problems. No. Pretty much everybody here is a fixer, and that's in general in the whole of Africa, and maybe also Asia and all these other parts of the world. It doesn't need to be organized to be fixed. You understand? And pretty much everybody is a fixer, and pretty much everyone is also prepared to help you fixing it. So that's my view on the levels of organization here. It's a different dynamics.
لا تحسب أن الدين بعيد عن حب وحياة، وبهجرك للدين ستحيا تعشق ما قلبك يهوى.
Inshallah, I will continue to document what is to know about making hijrah to Morocco. Subscribe to join me on this journey, inshallah.